This is the part one of the Mandingo oral ancient history. A day back, we promised in our promo that we're going to start giving the Mandingo history on TikTok. This is part one. For the name Mandingo to come to prominence, it started with a name or a surname called today Trawale or Tarawale. But the actual pronunciation of it is Tarawale. Tarawale. That which we will get the meaning of it subsequently. But our surname Trawale is back dated to the time of Prophet Moses 4,000 years ago. When Jesus Christ and Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon them. But firstly, let's see where that race, those people, those Mandingo people were located and how they were called. Very long time before the Ghana Empire, those people were settled in a town called Kaulo. So they used to be referred to as a Kaulo people. That's the first name of the Mandingo people. By the oral history, coming into being known as the people that have their culture, their belief system, they were referred to that time as the Kaulo people. After some time, while they were settled in that area peacefully, looking for no trouble for anybody, doing their hunting, fishing, farming, growing the population a little bit, another group of people called the Malacca people came to their village or their town, fought, defeated, and scattered them, and they flee to unknown destination at the time. And after some time, they started getting to know each other again to gather themselves. They gathered themselves, they formed another time called Jacola. So they were referred to as the people of Jacola. In Jacola, the tradition in Jacola at that time, but even now that tradition exists in some hinterlands or villages not far from the city that believe in their village tradition. They still have those beliefs or this belief that we're going to talk about. The people used to believe that when a lady is married to a man and the man did not live for long and he died, they say they will refer to that lady as a cursed lady or bad luck lady. You can find that now in some areas in Guinea, Mali, Cote d'Ivoire, the Senegal, the Gambia, the Guinea-Bissau, even in other countries like Nigeria and Ghana and other parts of the world, people refer to such a lady as a bad luck lady. In fact, in our Mandingo tradition today, even in Liberia, some elderly people will tell you that a woman that was married to another man before and her husband died, they will advise you not to marry the lady because if you she must, when our little first lady dies, before she settled in a home to live along with her husband, two other husbands have to die, must die from her. They refer to it as the Bakru Saba, the three the three stones of the three cooking stones. The Bakru Saba still exists. So in Jacola at that time, there was a young lady that married an elderly person, and God made it that elderly person drinking water very limited, meaning had a short life. He passed while the young lady was pregnant, and the town people referred to the lady, the young lady, as a cursed person, a biological lady, and they rejected her. They refused to interact with her in the town. She felt lonely in the town. She can't get food for herself, so she decided to take refuge in the forest to find food for herself until she can give birth to the pregnancy she had. One day, while fetching for food in the forest, the childbirth pain struck her, attacked her, and she dropped on the ground, struggling in the forest by herself with nobody to help her to deliver. She struggled, but God made it that she gave birth to twins. And again, another cursed tradition came in, born the twin. That time the people used to believe that when a lady born a twin, that means she is cursed again. Now, she had devil curse right now. She thought to herself that I cannot take these two children to the town. I either leave one year, that would be better for me to take one to the town. But you know how women love their children. But she had no other alternative. She left one of the children in the forest. She went to the town. But when she got to the town, she went to the chief hunter and told the chief hunter that she gave birth to a twin and she left one of the children in the forest. The chief hunter said, "But how could you do such? How will you leave a human being, a baby, that had nothing to depend on her in the forest to die by herself, or animals come to eat that baby?" He hurriedly put some hunters together, a group of hunters together. They went in the forest. She directed them to the place. They went in the forest in search of the baby. But when they got there, they didn't find the baby. But they didn't find the trace of any blood. Like an animal eating something and the blood went somewhere, they didn't find anything like that. But the searching in the environment, or in that environment, they couldn't find the baby or any trace to the baby. When they got exhausted searching for the child, they went to town and they told her, "We couldn't find your child." But before that time, before they came back from search for the other child, the people of the town had paid the child she brought to town, and they named that child Kajali. That was his first name, true name, real name, give it to her, Kajali. You still have that name today, exists in the Mandingo, among the Mandingo, Kajali. Now, their child started to grow in the town, and the town people gave him a surname. That time they used to call the forest Kanya. Kanya. They used to call the forest Kanya. And they gave a title to the boy, surname to the boy, Kanyasi. See me, the person that was born in the forest. Kanyasi, see me, the person that was born in the forest. Or the child that was born in the forest. So that became his surname. He grew up with that name and he became a very strong hunter that surpassed all the other hunters in that region. Very powerful and strong.